get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the counter, Gibson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Howell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From his goal line here, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's got room. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw left side, they're Schwartz with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception, now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Howell now to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell will get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Robinson will try to pick it up. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Faking the handoff. Howell. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Josh Jones there to get him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to connect with Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, Howell now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Watson looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Chubb again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson running right through him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground with Gibson. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be
incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st down, Howell to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz from 19 yards away. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Third and 2. Here's Howell. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before his tackle. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll go play action. Howell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Watson. Over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again with Gibson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watson's throw taken in here by Jackson. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 15 yards there for number 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep...
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
That was an excellent come from.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. These be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first.